On my way to Puerto Rico.
On behalf of the Cyclers Southwest Airlines, we'd like to be the first to welcome you to Term 1. Please remain seated. With those seatbelts securely fastened, we'll carry on items right where they are. Once you're at the gate, you have to turn that seatbelt sign off. That is your one and only indication that you're free to get up and gather your belongings. Please be careful when opening those overhead business items in the ship and quick fall out. You may not use those cell phones, but only if they are within arm's reach. It's been a pleasure sharing part of our day with you. We thank you so much for choosing Southwest Airlines. Welcome up, be safe out there. And in San Juan or in the surrounding areas of home, welcome home. En nombre de la tripulación de seguro de Southwest Airlines, les damos la bienvenida a San Juan. Por favor, permanezcan sentados con los cinturones de seguridad abrochados. Cuando el capitán apague la señal de abroche el cinturón, abran los compartimientos superiores con cuidado, evitando que pueda haber seguro durante el vuelo y podrá caerse. Ahora pueden utilizar la función de conexión celular en sus dispositivos electrónicos, pero permanezcan sentados. Ha sido un verdadero placer compartir parte de nuestro día con ustedes. Sabemos que tienen muchas opciones para viajar, por las que les damos las gracias por escogernos aquí en Southwest. Gracias y bienvenidos a San Juan.
All right, y'all. You heard it from the flight attendant yourself. We made it to Puerto Rico. Bienvenidos. So as we exit the plane, I just want to let you know that there are certain things that you need to have done before you land in Puerto Rico. Now, keep in mind, you can fill the form out online as soon as you land, but it just saves a lot of time if this is already completed. Now, the form that you need to fill out is a travel declaration. You can find it on the website www.travelsafe.pr.gov. Once you go on that website, it'll ask for your information and ask if you are fully vaccinated and if you have a COVID-19 negative result. If so, you're going to upload your vaccination card as well as your negative COVID-19 test. The current requirements to enter into Puerto Rico are that you need a negative COVID-19 test or that you're fully vaccinated. Once you put in all your information, it will generate a QR code which you'll save and show to the security here at the airport, and that is your exit ticket out of the airport. Now, for those of you who are thinking, nah, I don't need to do that. I'm not going to fill out this form and waste my time. Well, let me tell you, it is not a waste of time because if you don't, you can get fined $300 per person. Now, if you're traveling with a family of 5, $300 times 5 is a lot, okay? So please, please, please just fill out the declaration form. It only takes about 2 minutes if you have all your documentation. And if you don't have a COVID-19 test, do not worry. They have tables lined up where you can take a rapid COVID-19 test. The only downside is that you have to pay $110, but you have to do it in order to exit the airport. Hey, what's up, y'all? We just got to Puerto Rico. Say hi. If you haven't already noticed, you need to keep your mask on at the airport at all times and social distance when you can. Just follow the directions and you will be GOOD good. Now, as you can see, the airport itself is open, but the stores and the restaurants are all closed because we landed pretty late. So we are headed down to baggage claim to get our bags, and I will show you a little more of how the checkout process goes. Now, keep in mind, my family already submitted everything before we arrived to Puerto Rico, so we have our QR codes ready, and you just need your identification card, and you're set. This may be a no-brainer, but for those of you traveling to PR for the very first time, trust me, I have gotten asked this several times. You do not need your passport to come to Puerto Rico because it is U.S. territory. You are good with just your driver's license.
Keep moving. No pare. Sigas adelante.
Now, as I said before, you are able to fill out your travel declaration form once you land. It just takes a few minutes, but that is something that you are going to need in order to exit out of the airport. Now, if you don't know what the website is once you land, there are QR codes posted everywhere around the airport. So just pull out your phone, scan the QR code, and it'll take you to the website that will generate your unique QR code for you to check out of the airport with. On another side note, I just want to give a shout out to this dog that kept appearing in my videos. My sister asked to hold the dog and take pictures because the dog was just so sweet and it just reminded us of our dogs. And shout out to you, little man. Hope you get lots of belly rubs and treats when you go home. So here we are waiting for our bags to come out. And while we're waiting, I will show you guys what I mean when I say that they are not joking about this QR code, this travel declaration form, and checking all of the boxes before exiting the airport. So right next to the baggage claim, you'll see these workers dressed in hazmat suits. That's where you're gonna go and show your QR code to, as well as your identification. And then once they scan you in, you are good to go. Now you can't see it here, but as soon as you are cleared from here and free to go, there are tables lined up right behind these gentlemen. And that's where you can take your rapid COVID-19 test if you don't have your results yet, for those of you who are not vaccinated. I'll show you guys in just a little bit, but first, let your girl get her bags. All 5,000 of them. Alright y'all, so now that we've gotten all our bags, we're headed in line to check out of the airport. That is my QR code that I have ready to show them, as well as my ID. And here we go. Now you can't see it from this footage here, but there are a lot of families that did not come prepared. They didn't have their QR codes, and most importantly, they didn't have their vaccination forms or their COVID-19 tests that were negative. So I really encourage you to look into what the requirements are for traveling to a certain state, country, wherever before you travel. So you don't have to deal with all the different hassles and paying out of pocket for another COVID test that you could have done for free back at home. So just all these things that you could avoid. Now, as long as you have a QR code with either color, you are good to go. And here I go, folks. It's my turn.
Andrea, una identificación.
Alright, y'all. So your girl made it through the QR code line. All these tables that you see alongside here are areas that you can take your rapid COVID-19 test. For those of you who don't have your negative COVID-19 test to exit, that's where you're going to do it. You pay $110 to do that. Alright y'all, your girl finally made it out of the airport. Now I'm about to catch a cab to my hotel. This right here is the taxi line. You're gonna go over here to catch a taxi and you just follow this line. Normally the line to catch cabs is ridiculous. It goes around and around and around, but thankfully this time, coming in later, we are the only ones in line, thank goodness. So you just wait in this line, the taxi comes up, and then you just let them know which hotel you're going to, and they will let you know how much your fare will be. Mind you, they will charge you $1 per bag. So if you have 5 bags, then they're going to charge you an extra $5 on top of their fixed rate. Alright folks, that's about it. So if you enjoyed this video, please remember to subscribe, comment, and like. And as always, subscribe, people! Or should I say, suscribirse, mi gente. Adios. Hasta luego.